Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into an important topic for all dog owners, the top 7 dangers of dog TV. You see, just like humans, dogs can be affected by what they see on screen. As pack leaders, it's our responsibility to understand how technology impacts our furry companions. We need to make sure we're using it in a way that benefits them, not harms them. So let's get started and uncover the potential downsides of dog TV so you can make informed decisions for your beloved canine companion. You see, dogs experience the world differently than we do. Their senses are sharper in some ways and more limited in others. For example, they see a more muted color palette than us humans. But don't be fooled, their eyes are highly sensitive to movement. That's why the rapid scene changes, flashing lights and loud sounds on TV can easily overstimulate a dog. They might not tell you in words, but their energy will shift. You'll see it in their body language. They might become restless, start pacing back and forth, or whine more than usual. These are all signs that the TV is too much for them to handle and it's time to turn it off. Imagine this, you're watching a screen with other humans, but you can't interact with them. Frustrating, right? It's the same for our dogs. They see other animals on TV, but they can't sniff, play, or communicate with them. This can create a sense of confusion and anxiety. And it's not just the visuals. Sounds play a big role too. Loud, high-pitched noises like barking or sirens can be particularly triggering. Remember, dogs have incredibly sensitive hearing. So, watch your dog closely. If they start shaking, hiding, or whining when the dog TV is on, it's a clear sign they're feeling stressed. You need to address that, not ignore it. Now think of dog TV like social media for dogs. It often presents an idealized version of reality. Perfectly behaved dogs, peaceful encounters, and serene environments. But the real world, as we all know, is much more complex. When your dog encounters other animals in real life, it won't always be a picture-perfect scene like on TV. This disconnect between the screen and reality can create confusion and unrealistic expectations. They might not understand why the dogs they meet at the park don't behave like the ones on their favorite show. Chapter 4. Danger number 4. Lack of physical exercise. We all know that too much screen time is bad for us humans. It makes us lazy and inactive. Well, the same goes for our dogs. Watching TV is a passive activity. It doesn't stimulate their minds or bodies in the way they truly need. No amount of screen time can replace the benefits of a good old-fashioned walk, a playful game of fetch, or an adventurous exploration in the park. These activities provide essential physical exercise and mental stimulation. Remember, a tired dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog is less likely to develop behavioral issues. So, prioritize real-world experiences over virtual ones. Chapter 5. Danger number 5. Potential desensitization. Now imagine listening to the same song over and over again. Eventually it loses its effect, right? The same principle applies to dogs and their senses. Constant exposure to the same sounds and images on TV can lead to desensitization. They might become indifferent to real barking or other stimuli that would normally trigger a reaction. While desensitization can be a useful tool in some training contexts, it's important to be mindful of its potential downsides. We don't want our dogs to become unresponsive to important cues in their environment. Chapter 6. Danger number 6. Lack of owner supervision. Look, I understand the appeal of using dog TV as a temporary distraction, but let's be clear, a TV can never replace the bond between a dog and their human pack. Dogs are social animals. They crave interaction, guidance, and reassurance from their pack leaders. That's you. Leaving them unsupervised for long periods with only a screen for company can lead to boredom, frustration, and even separation anxiety. Remember, quality time with your dog is crucial for their well-being. So put down the remote and engage with them in meaningful ways. Chapter 7. Danger number 7. Cost versus benefit. Let's talk about value. Some of these fancy dog TV channels or streaming services come with a monthly subscription fee. Now, I always say invest in your dog's well-being. But is dog TV really the best investment? Personally, I'd rather spend that money on things that provide more tangible benefits, high-quality food, puzzle toys to challenge their minds, or even a fun training class. These are things that enrich their lives in a more holistic way. While dog TV can be a harmless distraction in moderation, it's important to weigh the costs and benefits. Don't let it become a substitute for real-world enrichment and interaction. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more tips on keeping your furry friends happy and healthy. Remember, the most important thing is to be present and engaged with your dog. Turn off the TV, put down your phone, and give them your undivided attention. Go for a walk, play a game, or simply cuddle up on the couch together. These are the moments that strengthen your bond and create lasting memories. See you next time.